afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. We will be landing in the airport in just a few minutes.
Alright, welcome to the channel, everyone. Well, today we're going to be pitting a high-end PC against the might of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. We're going to be throwing everything at it. We're going to be doing a full flight test here, and we're going to be checking out the performance. But before we get going, I'm going to give you a quick briefing and just give you a rundown of what we're dealing with. First, let me take you and show you the sim settings. Let's bring my mouse over. Okay. Settings. Okay, I'm going to go through this quickly. We're not going to get into every little detail here, but just to give you a quick look, we're running in full native 4K resolution, and we'll be running in TAA with NVIDIA DLSS 3 times. This keeps changing to 2 times every time you shut down the sim, so if you want to run it higher than 2 times, you'll have to come in here and reset this all the time. Don't mind the thunder in the background. It's a stormy day here, but yeah, you could see the rest of the settings. I'll give you a look at the global settings here. Scroll down. Everything's pretty much on ultra. I've gone through and tweaked a few things here and there, and yeah, just to get it smooth. But there it is. We won't go through it all. Just let you have a look at it. If you want to take a real closer look, you can pause the video. But yeah, that's a look at all the settings there. So that's our sim settings. So we're running in 4K and Ultra on TAA. So we can save that. We can go back to the sim here. We'll also give you a look. We'll bring up, yeah, we got a lot of thunder and lightning going on here. That is the weather we got in Toronto. Give you a look at what's going on with our system here. Here's my rig here. Again, you can pause this and look at this closer if you want. But there's our rig. It's pretty much a high-end, I guess you can consider this a high-end system. And our driver, we're running on the latest version of NVIDIA's game ready driver. So there's the it's funny, I got thunder going outside my window, and I got thunder and lightning going on in the sim. But yeah, it adds to the ambiance. We'll just let her go. So the real weather seems to be pretty accurate. Okay, let's continue on. Okay, so that's the sim settings. That's my system that we're running, and we're running the latest driver. So for the tools and the add-ons, the flight's been planned in Simbrief. Show you that actually. There it is. We're flying from Toronto to Tampa today. There's a Simbrief, and the entire sim is integrated with Navigraph charts. Excuse me. So there, we got that going on. That's we got Simbrief and Navigraph going in the background there. I'm also running auto FPS. Bring that over, show you that. That's the auto FPS. It's running in the background. It's showing low because I've clicked on it. But yeah, there's the frame rates. But yeah, awesome tool. I use this every time I'm in the sim. It just smooths everything out. It takes care of my TLOD and my OLOD. So there's that. That's running in the background. We also have Reshade running in the background. If you don't know what Reshade is, I did a video on that. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. You can go check that out. It just makes the sim look great. You can see it's looking fantastic in this stormy weather. Okay, and as you can see right in front of us, we have the PMDG 777 freighter version. That'll be our test plane today, and we're also running FSrealistic in the background, so we got that going on. Also, we'll be using the Tobii eye tracker on and off, and we'll be cranking up beyond ATC. And beyond ATC, we'll be injecting traffic. The traffic models we'll be using will be the FSTL traffic models. We're using premium airport scenery for both airports, coming and going, and same with the city scenery, premium city scenery. That's a tongue twister. And yeah, for pushback, we'll be using GSX for our pushback. For our peripherals, we're using the honeycomb trifecta, the Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. So yeah, that's it. That's what we got going on, and I will be showing you. I'll be running. We're running in dev mode, so I'll be running the FPS counter, showing you the performance and everything, letting you see the performance and everything we're getting out of the sim. But yeah, she's smooth as silk. Don't mind the carts piled up here. I don't have a GSX profile set up, but yeah. So quick rundown: we're flying from Toronto to Tampa. We're running on Sim Update 3. On the, as I showed you, the latest NVIDIA driver. So yeah, that's it. Let's not stall anymore, and let's get this show on the road. We'll jump in the cockpit. Alright, here we are in the cockpit. We're just going to run this through our normal paces as a normal flight, and we'll show the performance. Okay, let me bring up the FPS counter first, give you a look around, and give you an idea of what's going on here. There we go. We're running on 3 times frame gen. We'll keep this up as we go, so you can keep an eye on how much VRAM we're using. With all this stuff going on and stuff running in the background and the whatnot. Yeah, we're gonna be pushing her today. So let's see how she does on ultra settings. Okay. Let's go down to our tablet. Okay, our chocks are set and our ground power is connected. Now let's go to maintenance. Our tires look good. We'll refill the hydraulic fuel, refill the oil as standard procedure. Everything else looks good there. Our door's open, so we're good there. Let's go get our flight. Let's bring up our weather. 300 at 6 knots. We got thunderstorms. Yeah, low overcast. Yeah, typical thunderstormy weather. Okay, let's go wake this bird. Go upstairs and wake this bird up. All right. Connect our ground power. Battery on, cabin utilities on, and wake up our nav system. Emergency lights on. Seem to be having to double click on everything here. Turn on our window heat, and we'll turn on our hydraulics. We'll get our signs on auto. That's good. We got all our lighting on master. We'll turn on our nav and our logo since it's gloomy out. Fire up our anti-ice systems, put that all on auto. And since everything's auto, we'll go ahead and turn on our fuel pumps. and just make sure everything else is on and on auto. And it is. Let's go down to our stacks, turn our radios on. Yeah, see, everything's finicky with the clicking today. Got our cabin stuff on. Okay, she's waking up. Let's get Beyond ATC fired up. That's starting up in the background. Give you a look outside here. Kind of frame rates we're getting, but you can see. Not sure how she's gonna come out in the video, but in the sim, she's smooth as butter. ATC is firing up, so she's gonna be. It'll be seeing all that red and that stuttering. That's just Beyond ATC injecting traffic and getting that all going. But just want to give you a look outside. You can go look at the drone cam here. Whoops. I use an Xbox controller for the drone cam. So yeah. It's always gets that little bit of stuttering with the drone cam. Oh, there's a rainbow in the background. It's kind of cool. But yeah, just give you a look. I've never been able to sort out the stuttering with the drone cam, but as you can see, we're pretty socked in. It's low vis right from the get-go, so we're gonna have probably zero vis from the minute we leave the ground. But there you go. Just give you a look at the outside while that was all booting up in there. Jump back in the cockpit here. All right, let's get this thing set up. Yeah, the buttons are acting all kind of wonky today. See, nothing wants to click on. Alright. Get our GPS and net in. Our nav data is up to date. I already checked that. Yeah, I don't know why everything is so... Usually it's not this... I don't have, usually it clicks pretty good. Go get our route here. There we go. We'll set our payload, set our fuel, and clear those messages. Select route. Select route. Come on. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. There it is. I don't know if that's a PMDG thing or what. But yeah, sometimes it's nice and fluent, sometimes it's not. But there's our flight plan. Let's load it. Let it load. Come on, Nelly. There she is. Yeah, activate, execute, clear some of these messages. Our perf init's ready. So we'll go over there. Yeah, these buttons are wonky today. Making me click, click, click. Okay, get our zero fuel weight. Copy that in. Accept. Let me go up and bring out my flight plan and put this up over on the other page there, but you can see what it is. Just wanted to see what our altitude was, and it is 36,000, so that's right. So we'll accept that. So that's all good. We'll go over to our thrust. Yeah, that one button is just like doesn't want to click on it for some reason. Alright. So now we'll go over to our tablet. Let's do our performance. We got us departing runway 23. We'll see what actually, you know what, before we do all this, let's go over and get our clearance and stuff so we know exactly what runway they're going to give us and stuff. Let's go listen to our ATIS. I'm going to be using auto respond and auto tune on the radios today.
Landing runways 2, tree, 2, 4, left. Departing runway 2, tree. Transition level 180. Read back all hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Delta.
Got information Delta.
Information Delta. 14 tree tree Zulu. Wind 2.
Go ahead and set our altimeter.
Visibility half. Heavy rain. Mist. Ceiling 1,800 broken. Tree 500 overcast. Temperature 18. Dew point 17. Altimeter 299er4. Landing runways 2, tree, 2, 4, left. Departing runway 2, tree. Transition level 180.
Alright, let's go get our clearance.
Advise on initial.
Yeah, for the flight plan I got runway 23 selected on Simbrief. That's what we had, so just wanted to hear. It looks like we're probably going to get runway 23, but let's go ahead and get our clearance.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, IFR to Tampa Airport.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Toronto delivery, expect runway 2 tree, Bettis tree departure with the air transition, initial climb to 7,000 feet, squawk 5434.
Bettis tree departure with the ERA transition. Squawk 5434A, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, read back correct, contact ground 121.9er, when ready for pushback or engine start.
Ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start. FedEx 1010 Heavy, have a good day.
Alright, get our transponders set up there. So we're good there. And they did give us runway 23, so we can go on with that. Runway 23, and it is definitely wet today. We will set wet. We're going to use flaps 5 for our departure. We'll port everything else from the aircraft. And we'll import our weather and calculate. There we go. We got trim at 5. Let's go ahead and set our trim to 5. Bring her all the way up. There's 5. Alright, we got takeoff 2. We got a cell temp of 48. Flaps 5. And we got our V speeds. So let's go back to our... let's try a different view here. See if our thing... move my speed brake out of the way. Let's see if our buttons click better here. Cell temp 2, 48 for the cell temp. That's all good. Let's go to our takeoff. Our flaps are going to be 5. And center of gravity, we'll insert that. We'll do our speed, V speeds after. Come back to that. We'll go to our departures. We got runway 23. And what was And we got the Beach 3 departure to ARA. There's Beach 3. And there's ARA. We'll execute that. We'll go ahead and plug in our arrival. Our arrival, we got runway 1 left in Tampa. And we'll get sure we'll take Lago. And in Tampa, we're arriving on the Dage 2 at Banff. So there's Dage 2 and Banff. Alright, execute that. So there's our departures and arrivals, SIDS and stars. Go down, let's check our route here. Our vectors, it all looks right. Looks good, looks good. Looks good, looks good. Looks good. Yes, our vectors for our approach, yeah, we look good. And our overshoot. We look good. Flight plan looks good. We can go ahead and get our winds.
Brickyard 4552.
Load our wind data.
Request pushback and engine start.
Execute.
Brickyard for 552, Toronto ground, pushback approved. Face southwest.
Get our descent
Pushback and engine
winds.
start approved. Face southwest. Brickyard 4552.
We got all that. Alright, let's go in and throw in some fixes here. So our transition is going to be Banff. So let's put a ring around Banff. Bravo, Alpha, Alpha, Mike, Foxtrot. And we'll put a 10-mile ring around that one. Okay, next we'll put another fix around our destination, Tampa, Kilo, Tango, Papa, Alpha. And we'll put 3 rings around that one. One at 5 miles, one at 10 miles, and one at 15 miles. Buttons work much better in this view. There we go. So there's our fixes around Tampa. We're good. So we did our winds. Our flight plan's all set. We can go back to our init page. There's our VREFs. We can go and confirm those. 158, 158. V2 at 159. Let's go get our
Brickyard 4552.
approach
ready to taxi
index.
to the
We'll
active.
throw that up. 30 degrees flaps at 148 on
Brickyard for
approach.
552, runway
Copy
23
that,
heavy,
insert,
1 Alpha Tango,
and
Alpha
we're
Hotel.
good there.
Runway 23 taxi via 2.
So we're all set there.
Brickyard 4552.
Put our flight plan up over here. We're all
Brickyard
good there.
3648 at gate 251.
Let's
Request
set up our
pushback and engine
MCP.
start.
What did they
Brickyard
say?
3648, Toronto ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start
Alright,
approved.
7,000 they
Brickyard
told us.
3648.
So we'll go ahead. Well, set our altitude to 7,000. The runway heading is going to be 237. And our takeoff speed is going to be 159. So we're all set there. We can go ahead and turn on our flight directors. Can go ahead and activate our VNav and LNav, and everything looks good there. So let's go throw up our instruments. Actually, let's bring up our checklist. Pre-flight is good. Pre-flight checklist done. Before start, MCP check. Takeoff speeds check. CDU check. Our trim is set, check.
Brickyard 3648,
Taxi
taxi for
briefing,
departure.
we will brief, and we'll turn our beacons on. So there's our checklist. So let's go through our engine instruments up here. So let's go swap these over. Go to our left display, hit engine, and flip them back. There we go. Now we got our engine displays up there. Little trick for you all there. And we got our checklist done. Our plane set up. This always starts. Not sure. We can zero out our clocks. And there we go there. Okay. I think we're all ready to go. And our frame rates are still going good, as you can see. Unless I zip around like really fast, everything's pretty smooth in the cockpit. So nothing too.
All aircraft be advised. Information echo now current. Altimeter 29904.
Information echo now current. Let's go get some charts here. Our departure. Let's get our airport charts. We'll pin that. Let's go get our SIDS. We're on the Beats 3 for runway 23. Right here, let's pin that. Let's go to our arrivals. Let's go to airport. Let's get the info on that. Let's get our star, which is the dates too. We'll pin that. And our approach is going to be ILS. We'll get the Cat 2. We'll take them both. The Cat 3 ILS and the localizer. And that's good. There's our pin. There's our airport info here. There's our airport charts. So here's our airport chart. We've been cleared for runway 23, so we'll be probably taxiing along Juliet here, cross 15 right, 15 left up to 23 for departure. And our whoops. And here's our departure chart. We might as well leave this up. And there's our Beach 3 departure. So we're all set here. We're ready to go. I think everything's good. Checklists are complete. We can go up here and fire up our APU. And there we go. We'll have one more look around outside while our APU fires up. I think an aircraft just took off on 2-3 here. I don't see its lights. But there we are. Another look at the drone cam. But yeah, you can see the graphics are great with this reshader. Frame rates aren't too bad. I don't see a whole lot of traffic going on. I don't know if that's because of the weather. It usually seems a lot more busy here at Pearson. But yeah, there you go.
Black Sea for 1-2 heavy. Request pushback.
All right. Jump back in the cockpit here.
2 heavy, Toronto ground pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face
And
northeast.
our frame
Black
rates
Sea
are
for 1-2
pretty
heavy.
steady. But let's get our pushback clearance and get this thing fired up. Our APU is running.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, request pushback and engine start.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Toronto ground pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face northeast. FedEx 1010 Heavy.
Wants me to close the door. Close all doors.
We are ready for pushback.
Ready for pushback, disconnecting stairs. Thought I said close off.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, GSX, it's wonky sometimes. But at least I got audio on GXX so we can hear what's going on. Sometimes the audio works, sometimes it doesn't work.
Locking gear.
When it's not working, I gotta keep an eye on the text up on the top left.
Black Sea for 1-2 Heavy, request taxi.
Black Sea for 1-2 Heavy, runway 23 taxi via Echo Bravo.
So
Echo
we want
Romeo
our
Alpha
nose
Hotel.
left,
Hold short,
northeast.
runway 15 left.
Checking us up.
Runway 23
We
taxi
want our
via Echo
nose
Bravo.
left.
Echo Romeo Alpha Hotel. Hold short, runway 15 left.
Gotta
Black
remove
Sea
our
1-2
chocks. Release our... And remove our
Release
chocks.
parking brakes.
Release our brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
And there we go. Let's start the engines. We'll start our left engine first. Oh, get our beacon light on. And before start, let's checklist complete.
Toronto Tower 118.35.
Contact Tower 118.35, bring your 3648, bye-bye.
GSX walking through each other there. But yeah, you can see the frame gens looking better. You're not getting that weird artifacting on the spinners. They're looking good, spinning good.
Black Sea for 1-2 Heavy, cross runway 15 left at Romeo. Continue taxi via Romeo Alpha Hotel.
All right. There she goes. Let's start our that was our right engine. Let's start our left engine.
Black Sea for 1-2 Heavy.
Put us right on the line, so that's pretty good.
Set parking brakes.
Set our brakes.
Unlocking gear.
Unlocking gear. Putting down the aircraft. Yeah, we used to get that weird artifacting. It looks great. Frame rates are pretty steady. Got some red on auto FPS, but she's looking pretty good. It's still pretty smooth. Okay, back in. Alright, let's get our flaps at
Truck
5.
disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Let's set
Left is clear.
our auto brake.
Right is clear.
Reject takeoff. Can turn our taxi lights on. And they are disconnecting. Okay, before taxi, checklist, anti-ice on, recall. Little stutter there. Recall's good. Flight controls. I forgot to put that back on center. Center display, flight controls. Full left ailerons, neutral. Full right, neutral. Full back, neutral. Full forward, neutral. Full left rudder, full right rudder. We are good. Flight controls free and clear.
Gate Bravo 90, request pushback.
Ground equipment's disconnected.
Blue Streak 568.
Before taxi
Toronto ground
checklist
pushback and
complete.
engine start approved. Face west.
We are ready to go.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face west. Blue Streak 5668.
All right, we're good to go. We can get our taxi
Black
clearance.
Sea 412 heavy. Contact Toronto Tower 118.35.
Contact Tower 118.35. Black Sea 412 heavy. Have a good day.
All right, let's get our taxi clearance.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, request taxi.
Release our parking brakes. Get our speed brakes back up.
Heavy, runway 23 taxi via Juliet.
It's
Echo
gonna
Juliet.
beep.
Hold short runway 15 right.
All right, we'll taxi to runway 23 via Juliet Echo Juliet. Hold short, runway 15 right, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
All right, we are good to go. As expected, we were given Juliet.
Aero Mexico 693 at gate Charlie 40, request pushback. Air Mexico 693, Toronto ground pushback and engine start approved. Face southwest.
We were told to hold short, 15 right.
Pushback approved, face southwest, Aero Mexico 693.
Let's get our clocks
Blue
going.
Streak 5668, request taxi to the active. Blue Streak 5668, runway 23 taxi via 21
Whoa,
Alpha
whoa,
Tango
where am I
Alpha
going?
Hotel. Runway 23 taxi via 21 Alpha Tango Alpha Hotel, Blue Streak 5668.
Oh, you can see the spray off that aircraft taking off on the red runway. That was cool. Waiting to cross.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, waiting to cross 15 right.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, cross runway 15 right at Juliet. Continue taxi via Juliet.
Cross runway 15 right at Juliet. Continue taxi via Juliet. FedEx 1010 Heavy.
Aero Mexico 693, request
All right,
taxi
we
active.
continue our taxi right up to runway
Aero Mexico
23.
693, runway 23 taxi via 54 Alpha Kilo Alpha Hotel. Runway 23 taxi via 54 Alpha Kilo Alpha Hotel, Aero Mexico 693. Blue Streak 5668.
Have a look from the outside.
Hold position, Blue Streak 5668.
She's running pretty smooth. Can't really complain.
Blue Streak 5668, continue taxi. Continue taxi, Blue Streak 5668.
We weren't told to hold short of 15 left, so we're gonna go right across.
Brickyard 3 for 99 at gate 2 for 9er. Request pushback. Brickyard 3 for 99, Toronto ground, pushback approved. Face southeast. Pushback approved. Face southeast. Brickyard 3 for 99.
Yeah, if you're holding off on migrating over to 2024 Flight Sim, I think she's good to go now. We'll have to probably retweak again after Sim Update 4 comes out, but it just keeps getting better and better.
FedEx 1010 heavy, contact Toronto Tower 118.35.
Over to Tower 118.
And it's got me holding
FedEx
short at the
1010
right
Heavy.
spot. This is a Cat 3 hold short area. They have you hold short a little further back so it doesn't interfere. This is a Cat 3 ILS system here. Don't want to interfere with approaching aircraft. Okay, so let's get her going. Let's get our landing lights on. Turn our strobes on. Can turn off our taxi lights. We don't need our runway turn off lights. We're good there. Our flaps are set. So before takeoff checklist complete.
Blue Streak 5668 Toronto Tower. Wind variable, fly heading 170. Runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 170, runway 23, cleared for takeoff. Blue Streak 5668.
That's Blue Streak over there.
FedEx 1010
We'll request our departure.
Runway 23.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, hold short of 23, departing traffic.
Roger, hold short of 23 for traffic. FedEx 1010 Heavy.
All right. Yeah, I have no crash to desktops. I've got no problems with my sim. You know, right now it's getting a pretty good frame rate hit when I'm moving my thing around, but you know, things look pretty smooth. I could see that aircraft. That's a Beyond ATC injected aircraft. It's looking smooth.
Runway 23, line up and wait.
Line up and wait.
Runway 23, line up and wait. FedEx 1010 Heavy.
I have no weird artifacting going on or anything like that. And yeah, we're pretty much running on Ultra.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Toronto Tower, wind variable, fly heading 200, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Fly heading 200, runway 23, cleared for takeoff. FedEx 1010 Heavy.
All right, we are good to go.
Contact Toronto departure 128.8.
Contact Toronto departure 128.8.
Get our engines in sync. They are in sync, stable. Toga.
Aeromexico 693, hold short of 23.
Airspeed's alive.
Firm hold short of 23 for traffic, Aeromexico 693.
80 knots.
Line up and wait, runway 23, Aeromexico 693.
V1. Positive rate of climb.
Gear up.
Aeromexico 693, Toronto Tower, wind variable, fly heading 220, runway 23, cleared for takeoff.
Gauge our autopilot.
20, runway 23, cleared for takeoff, Aeromexico 693.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, contact Toronto departure 128.8.
Contact Toronto departure 128.8. FedEx 1010 Heavy. Toronto departure. FedEx 1010 Heavy. Good
Got
day.
some heavy rain.
300 feet.
Flaps 1.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Toronto departure identified, cleared direct Murdo, resume the pedestry, climb to 18,000 feet.
18,000 feet.
Direct Murno. Resume the pedestry. Climb to 18,000 feet.
Direct
FedEx
Murno.
1010 Heavy.
Execute. Flaps up. Yeah, we're pretty socked in here. Got some rain.
Toronto departure, good day, identified, cleared, direct MixSat, resume the MixSat 7, climb to flight level 190.
The sim has been pretty steady, still running smoothly. Not much to see out there. All right, we're on course, direct Myrno. Set up our VNav on our displays. We're using about 11.5 gigs of VRAM. And yeah, we're green.
Center on 124.925, Blue Streak 5668, have a good day.
Heavy overcast conditions, skies. So looks like we got some sun shining through. We're going to be breaking through, looks like. Just getting brighter. Ah, there we go. Through the tops. All right, yeah, so yeah, let me know what you think of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You know, some people are still holding back, still prefer 2020. There's nothing wrong with that. That's all cool. To each their own. But yeah, if you got reasonings of why you're hanging out with 2020 instead of changing to 2024, let me know. I'd be interested to know, because Flight Sim 2024 is really coming into its own. Forgot to turn my APU off. After takeoff checklist complete. And there's our descent checklist. We're good there. Bring up our cabin pressures and monitor those. Above 10,000, we can turn off our landing lights, clean up the aircraft. Off. Our flaps are up. Speed brakes are up. We're good. We're good. And there we are on our departure. So all is good. Yeah, so if you, this should be a good, give you a good idea if you're thinking of upgrading to a high-end computer. You know, what's it gonna give you in Microsoft Flight Simulator? Well, this should give you a pretty good idea. Yeah, can't complain. That 5090, putting in that 5090 was a game changer. The pricing was a gut punch, but yeah, for when it came to performance in the sim, it's total game changer. Look at the displays. There's zero ghosting. We're on TAA. Everything's running smooth and clear. And, you know, there's a lot of debate. Some people are saying, oh, you know, TAA is where it's at. And some are saying DLSS is, you know, the better. You know, I'm telling you, what's going to run better is all going to depend on the equipment you're having. That's going to be the bottom line, right there. Yep, your equipment is going to dictate your settings for sure. If there's anything I learned about Flight Sim, that's it. So yeah, we're still getting pretty good frame rates, especially with that heavy overcast. We got ray trace shadows on. The Reshade is going. I can bring up
Toronto
that
Center,
window and show you
FedEx
that.
1010 heavy, climbing 16,300 feet for 8,000 feet direct beats.
Oh, that's the head tracking.
FedEx 1010 heavy, Toronto Center. Good day, radar contact.
That's Reshade right there. As you can see, I'm using.
Climb to flight level 360, FedEx 1010
Okay,
heavy.
hang on. Let me climb up here. Set my altitude.
606, contact Cleveland Center.
There we go. 360. Don't interrupt our climb.
2.4.
Yeah, I did interrupt my climb. So let me. Hang on a second here. Let me close the Reshade for a second here. Alright, continue our climb please to 360. There we go. And above 18,000 we can switch over to standard. And we're good there. Okay, bring Reshade back up here. Yeah, so you can see I got Reshade running. Phenomenal tool. Just makes the sim, does give you a little bit of an FPS hit, but oh man, what it does, it's night and day difference what it does to the sim. So there's Reshade. I use the Sealed Sky profile for the Reshade, and yeah, with a single flip of a button you can turn that off and on. Go outside for a sec. Give you an example. That's what the Reshade turned on, and now I'll turn it off. That's what the Reshade turned off. You can see the clouds got more yellow, the ground got more yellow. I'll turn it back on. There's the Reshade turned back on. It just cleans everything up, gets rid of that piss looking yellow all over the sim, and yeah, just makes your clouds look whiter, your darks look darker, your contrast, everything just look cleaner. So yeah, big fan of Reshade. I'd advise you to give that a try if you want to improve the color saturation of the sim and stuff. Some people were using the NVIDIA overlay to do that in 2020, but 2024 that hasn't been so great. The Reshader is definitely much better. Well, there it is. There's the sim, and give you a sim. We'll take you up to the cruising altitude. We won't totally bore you with the cruise over, unless there's something that, like I hit a bad, a bunch of stuttering or something happens with the sim. We'll bring you back and we'll show you all that. If I have any performance issues, I'll bring you back and show you that. With Beyond ATC, so yeah, we're testing out all these apps too at the same time. Beyond ATC, Reshade, Auto FP, we got it all running. This is how the sim is doing with all of this running at 3x frame gen. So yeah, pretty smooth. Yeah, I can't complain for sure. I can't complain. Just looks great. I've been chasing this kind of performance from a sim for so long, and by far Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, and with this system that I have now and this sim and all these add-ons, this is by far the best sim I've had. And I've been doing this for a long time. I've been since the early 90s, man. Maybe late 80s, early 90s, I've been with Microsoft Flight Simulator. I remember when Microsoft Flight Sim was just the graphics was just a bunch of sticks. So I've been playing with Microsoft Flight Sim for that long, a couple decades now. So yeah, and this is the best I've seen so far to date. But yeah. We are recording this in 4K, so ultra high def recording. We're using OBS to do our recording, and we use Premiere, Adobe Premiere to do our editing.
2,000 feet for 5,000 feet.
Brickyard 3499, Toronto Center. Good day, identified. Climb to flight level 300.
I've had no problems with Beyond ATC today. Well, there was one loss of communication, but it fixed itself pretty quickly. Set up my displays here.
5.2 Blue Streak 5668.
There we go. We got the displays all set. Radios are all good. FMC is all set and programmed.
Contact Cleveland Center 132.4.
Master
Have a good day.
control all set.
Contact Cleveland Center
MCP.
132.4. FedEx 1010 Heavy. Cleveland Center, FedEx 1010 Heavy through flight
Yeah,
level
now they're just
290
going to
for
be
flight level
handing us
360.
over, and we're approaching our top of a climb. Yeah, so let me know. Drop me a comments. What do you think? What do you think about how the sim's been running, or what you've seen so far? Let me know what you think about the graphics and Reshade and you know, everything we've got going on, and what you think of the sim and how it looks and the performance we're getting here. And yeah, I'd be really interested to hear. Let me know if you got plans. Are you planning on upgrading your system or upgrading your graphics cards? And, you know, are you having thoughts on going to the 50 series cards? I know that was a rough launch, and a lot of people avoiding the 50 series, and I can't say I blame them, but you know, good or bad, there's no right or wrong. I just curious to hear. It's all about the community. No sponsored stuff here. There's no funny this or that. Yeah, it's just about the community, the flight sim, getting the best out of our sims. Whether you're running mid-range, high-range, you know, up until recently, I've been always with the mid-range system. It's only until recently I had been able to get a high-end system put together and try flight sim out. So I've been flying this for decades with low to mid-range systems, and it's only until now that I'm, you know, checking out flight simming with a high-end system. So there you go. Okay, there you have it. We're coming up to our cruise. I'll catch you guys over on the descent, on our arrival, as we're approaching the arrival, and I'll let you see how Beyond ATC handles the arrival and our approach. Let's see if it gives us a good arrival or if we get all buggered up at the end there. But yeah, if all's good, I'll see you in a blink of an eye over at the arrivals.
Center on 125.875, Southwest 2636.
All right, just like that, we're approaching our transition for our arrival. I brought you back a little bit early, ahead of our top of descent, so you can hear how Beyond ATC behaves. I'm not sure if we're going to get runway 1 left that we have planned, but
American 1346, contact Jacksonville Center
we'll see how it goes.
13.0. Take care.
Contact Jacksonville Center 134.0, American 1346.
I got the auto respond turned off right now, but yeah, so far the sim's been running great.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, expect dates 2, runway 01 left.
Expect dates 2, runway 01 left, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
I don't know.
Allegiant 1871, contact Jacksonville Center 1 tree for point 4. Take care.
Okay, so we got our planned runway.
Allegiant 1871.
Jacksonville Center.
I have to test my mic later. I'm not sure why it wasn't working.
2915 Jacksonville Center, roger.
I'm on the experimental version of Beyond ATC. Okay, we're approaching our top of descent in exactly 57 miles. Whoops. Oh, we can set that.
Jacksonville Center, Allegiant 1199, flight level tree 80.
So we'll get our
Allegiant 1199,
altitude set.
Jacksonville Center, copy.
I'm going to bring it all the way down to 2600.
1010 heavy, contact Jacksonville Center 133.7.
Contact Jacksonville Center 133.7, FedEx 1010 Heavy. Jacksonville Center, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
Altimeter.
Good day, flight level 360.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Jacksonville Center.
Going to be 3002. There we go, got our altimeter ready to go. Let's go to our charts. Let's take a look at what our minimums are going to be.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, contact Jacksonville Center 13 for point 4. Take care.
Center on 134.4, FedEx 1010 Heavy. Jacksonville Center, FedEx 1010 Heavy. Good day, flight level 360.
Set our minimums.
10 heavy, Jacksonville Center, copy.
Yeah, I'll have to go and test what's up with my Beyond HTC and why it's not hearing me all of a sudden. Could be just a quirk. It's okay, as long as the auto response working. Yeah, this sim is fantastic. Give you another look at outside here. Beautiful day. It's been a nice calm flight. A little bumpy over the Appalachian Mountains, but then it settled down. Had a headwind in our face the whole way. Could have got here a little quicker. But yeah, the sim is running smooth as silk. Not sure what it's going to look like in the recording, but yeah, when I look around, there's a slight shimmy. It seems more when I'm recording than when I'm not recording, but guess we can't always have our cake and eat it too. But here we're coming up to our top of descent. We'll start our descent. Let's bring up our FPS counter here. It's been pretty steady the whole way. I haven't had any quirks or hiccups, except for Beyond ATC there. But we'll see how it does when it vectors us in. So yeah, checking out Beyond ATC here. They've been working on it, and yeah, I like Beyond ATC. They got this CPLD working on Beyond ATC. They've got GSX integration. They got a few things. The CPLC, DLC or whatever it is, doesn't work in this aircraft though. It's not set up for this aircraft. Works in the in this build A350 and the Phoenix. The Reshade tool, it's fantastic, working great. Yeah, haven't had any problems with any of the add-ons. Everything is working. Our frame rates have been bouncing around 130 there, up and down. And our VRAM's been steady. So yeah, I can't wait to see what I hear. There's performance improvements in SU4. So when it comes to VRAM and FPS, so we'll see about that. But right now I just got everything set so I can have a relatively smooth flight with the best graphics I can get.
Flight 2683, contact Jacksonville Center 133.325.
So our top of descent in 10 miles here.
Frontier Flight 2683. Have a good one.
We'll call ready for descent if we don't hear anything from ATC sooner.
JetBlue 1051, contact Jacksonville Center 127.8.
Center on 127.8, JetBlue 1051.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, descend via dates to arrival, Tampa landing runway 1 left, altimeter tree 002.
Descend via Dades to arrival, Tampa landing runway 1 left, altimeter 3002, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
There we go. We get our clearance to descend just before our top of descent there. Nice. So Beyond ATC has been working perfectly, except for that they're not hearing me. Guess that's kind of a big one. Yeah, I'll get that sorted out. I'm not too worried about that.
Jacksonville Center, American 2915.
There's our
Descending
descent
via
profile.
Dates 2, flight level tree 60.
American 2915, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Armor speed brake.
Allegiant 1871, descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet, Allegiant 1871.
When it's not be rush hour, I haven't seen too much traffic on my screens. Let's see what it's like when we get closer to Tampa there. But started our descent via the Dades 1. There's the Dades 1. We're coming in from Banff up here. Let's close that, make it bigger. We're coming in from Banff up here. We're coming in, basically flying a downwind, a right downwind for 1 left. Nothing too complicated, standard approach. And we're right on profile. Just gonna monitor it, keep it on profile. Take a look at outside here. And check out the drone cam.
Allegiant 1871, contact Jacksonville Center, 133.325.
Center on 133.325, Allegiant 1871, have a good one.
That's the drone cam. But it's not too bad. The sim is steady, you know, there's no popping and stuttering and whatnot. The frame rates are pretty steady. Just over 12 gigs of VRAM.
Spirit Wing 1706, flight level 251.
Spirit Wings 1706, Jacksonville Center. Good day, radar contact. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Spirit Wing 1706.
Turn on my Tobii. I haven't used the Tobii. But when I gotta, I don't use the Tobii much when I gotta press a lot of buttons and stuff, because it drifts when you're trying to look. I guess I can set it up, try to set it up better. But it's got this little thing when you're trying to, when you zoom in and get close and you try to push buttons, it kind of gets a little wonky.
Jacksonville Center, Frontier Flight 4057, descending via Dades 2, flight level 360.
Just center it.
Frontier Flight 4057,
And there we
Jacksonville
go.
Center.
Oh yeah, still works okay. All the add-ons are working, you know, like there's not much I can say bad about Flight Sim 2024. It's definitely getting better. Rough start for sure, not gonna lie about that, but I can't deny that for sure. But yeah, the people over at Microsoft Flight Sim, they've been working on it pretty hard, and they've got it cleaned up pretty good. All the developers, you know, it's taken them almost a year to migrate their stuff over. The stuff didn't migrate over. Yes, you know, the stuff from 2020 will work in 2024, but yeah, it wasn't an instant thing by any means of the word.
1010 heavy, contact Jacksonville Center 133.325.
Center on 133.325, FedEx 1010 Heavy. Bye-bye.
Alright.
Jacksonville Center, FedEx 1010 Heavy, descending via Dates 2, flight level 230.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, roger.
Turn this off for a sec here. Let's go do our descent checklist. Let's do a recall. Recall's good. Notes. Auto brakes. We'll set our auto brakes to 3. Should be good. Our landing data VREF set, yes. And our approach briefing complete. And there we go. And our altimeters for our approach is set. Approach checklist complete. And we got our landing checklist.
Frontier Flight 2683, contact Tampa, approach 118.5.
contact Tampa approach, Frontier Flight 2683.
Light broken layer, nothing too serious. Our minimums are set. We're good to go. Coming up on our transition altitude.
United 3922, contact Jacksonville Center 127.8.
Yeah, now I'm just waiting for PMDG to bring out the 737, one of my favorite aircraft. Have to wait till the very end for that one. They said they're reworking it and it's in testing, so let's hope it's good. But yeah, I missed the 737. I don't know, I'm kind of an kind of a Boeing guy. Some guys like their Airbus, you know.
American 2780, Jacksonville Center, good day, climb and maintain.
I like this aircraft because it's great if you're a lazy type of pilot. Everything in this aircraft is automated. So the flow, it's got a nice easy flow to it to
American 2780, contact Miami Center 13.
set our transition altitude. Get our altimeter set, get back on that our descent path. Yeah, the clouds look great. I've only done a couple flights. I just started using the Reshade tool, but yeah, I would highly recommend it using that sealed sky profile. It's great. Yeah, go check out my video on that. It's got links to show you where you can get Reshade. But yeah, it's a set and forget. Once you get it set up, it just runs in the background.
1051, Jacksonville Center, copy.
VFR there, but I don't think we're going to see much until we get below this cloud there.
American 2915, descending via dates 2, flight level 29 or 8.
American 2915, Jacksonville Center.
And you get some more other aircraft on the dates too, but yeah, my screens are clear. I don't see a whole lot of traffic. I've had flights where Beyond ATC has had us all lined up.
Leave G-Spar heading 215. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 4.
Leave G-Spar heading 215. Expect radar vectors for visual approach runway 4, Allegiant 1871.
Allegiant 1871, contact St. Petersburg. Clearwater approach 122.905. Have a good flight.
Contact St. Petersburg Clearwater approach, Allegiant 1871.
Delta 3104 Heavy, contact Jacksonville Center 127.8.
Let's go ahead and throw on our landing lights.
7.8 Delta 310 for heavy.
We're coming up on 10 grand. Flight 0100. You can see these clear on these green circles on my display. That's those fixes I put in at the beginning of the flight. Just gives me great situational awareness of my distance from the airport and what's. It's just great. It's visual cue. There we are on our arrival. Right on the numbers.
JetBlue 1051,
Good.
contact Miami Center 132.35.
Contact Miami Center 132.35, JetBlue 1051, take care.
Coming up on 10,000. Getting our speed slowed below 250.
Jacksonville Center, Delta 1587.
Just adding a little spoiler, giving a little help get that speed down.
Delta 1587, Jacksonville Center. Climb and maintain flight level 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Delta 1587.
Jacksonville Center, FedEx 64 Heavy, flight level tree 90. FedEx 64 Heavy, Jacksonville Center, radar contact.
Speed brake armed again. Got our speed down. Coming through the cloud deck now. Yeah, I don't know, the sim's been working great for me. A lot of people recommended VR. I should give VR a shot. VR makes me nauseous for whatever reason. I don't know why that is. Some say you just need to power through that, but once you get used to it, that goes away. So, who knows? We can give VR a shot in the future. Let me know. What do you think? You think I should give it a shot?
FedEx 1010 Heavy, contact Tampa, approach 118.5.
Contact Tampa approach, FedEx 1010 Heavy. Bye-bye. Tampa approach, FedEx 1010 Heavy, 9,100 feet. We have Echo.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Tampa approach. Good day. Altimeter 3000, expect the visual approach. Runway 1 left.
Altimeter 3000, expect the visual approach, runway 1 left. FedEx 1010 Heavy.
Frontier Flight 2683, leave JSTRM heading 320, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 1 left. Leave JSTRM heading 320, expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 1 left, Frontier Flight 2683.
Switch over to our heading hold. 1200. Let's speed up our vertical descent.
Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 1 left.
Leave cruise heading 330.
Down to 2,600 feet.
Runway 1 left, Copa 393.
Copa 393, fly present heading, intercept the 1 left localizer, vectors for the approach.
Fly present heading, intercept the 1 left localizer, Copa 393.
Copa 393, airport is at your 1 o'clock, 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field, Copa 393.
Copa 393, cleared visual approach, runway 1 left.
Cleared visual approach 1 left, Copa 393.
Frontier Flight 2683.
I'm not sure why I don't see them on my screen.
Turn right, heading 305, Frontier Flight 2683. Frontier Flight 2683, turn right.
Oh, I see them up there.
320, intercept the 1 left localizer, descend and maintain 2,500 feet, altimeter 3000. Turn right, heading
Yeah, I see that Copa aircraft there.
1 left localizer,
He's on a path to intercept the localizer now.
Altimeter 3000, Frontier Flight 2683. Copa 393, contact Tampa Tower 119.5.
Contact Tower 119.5.
You see Copa 3 right there. He's just under 15 miles out. He's probably like 13, 14 miles out from the airport.
Frontier Flight 2683, airport is at your 1 o'clock, 1 for miles. Report the field in sight. We have the field, Frontier Flight 2683. Frontier Flight 2683, cleared visual approach.
A little bit bumpy, the wind variable.
Cleared visual approach, 1 left, Frontier Flight 2683.
We should be getting vectors shortly here. But yeah, the sim's looking great. My frame rates are taking a hit though. So, but it's still running. Things are still running smooth. We're gonna watch it. Keep an eye on it. It's in transition. My TLOD and my OLOD, object level of detail, are adjusting.
Approach. American 2915, 9,800 feet with the numbers.
My TLOD is coming down and my OLOD is going up.
Approach altimeter 3000, expect the visual approach runway 1 left.
Altimeter 3000, expect the visual approach runway 1 left, American 2915.
Frontier Flight 2683, contact Tampa Tower 119.5. Contact Tower 119.5, Frontier Flight 2683.
We'll be getting our vectors here in a minute. Expecting to anyways.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, leave jet term heading 320. Expect radar vectors for visual approach, runway 1 left.
Leave J-Strom heading 320. Expect radar vectors
Here's
for
our
visual
vectors.
approach, runway 1 left, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, turn right, heading 270. Vectors for the approach.
Turn right, heading 270, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
Activate our approach. Bring her around. Let's get a set of flaps in. Let's get our speed down.
FedEx
Intercept the 1 left localizer, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
Okay, we're ready to intercept the localizer. Sim's still running smooth. Coming around, let's drop another set of flaps. 5. Slow our speed down, flaps 5. We've got the localizer.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, airport is at your 12 o'clock 17 miles. Report the field in sight.
We have the field, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, cleared visual approach, runway 1 left.
Cleared visual approach 1 left, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
Tampa approach, Frontier Flight 4057. Good day, 9,500 feet. We have Echo on board.
Frontier Flight 4057, Tampa approach, altimeter 3000, expect the visual approach, runway 1 left.
Altimeter 3000, expect the visual approach, runway 1 left. Frontier Flight 4057.
Okay, waiting for the glide slope. Glide slope active.
Contact Tower 119.5, FedEx 1010 Heavy. Tampa Tower, FedEx 1010 Heavy, visual runway 01 left.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, Tampa Tower. Wind calm, runway 1 left, clear to land.
Runway 1 left, clear to land.
Intercepting the glide slope. Throwing another notch of flaps.
2500.
Can drop our gear down. Flaps 25. And we'll slow our speed down. Alright, we're about 5 miles out. A little less. Flaps 30. Gonna give myself just a little more than my reference speed, just to add for this wind. It's bouncing us back and forth. Now let's see how the PMDG lands this thing. We'll use the auto land. I'm too lazy. Plus I want to see how it holds this ILS. Especially with these variable winds. See a little bit of shimmering there at the airport. So far so good. A little high on the glide slope. The Vassies look good though.
400.
Now the Vassies show us a little low.
300.
The ILS shows us pretty good. So a little bit low. We got 4 reds on the Vassies. I'm not sure they lined up properly.
50, 30, 20, 10 minimums.
Not too bad. Get our flaps up.
FedEx 1010 Heavy. Exit right at Alpha.
Exit right at Alpha, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
FedEx 1010 Heavy. Contact ground 121.7.
Ground 121.7, FedEx 1010
All right.
Have a good one.
Let's get our landing lights off. Throw our taxi lights on. Turn our strobes off. Off for the auto brakes. And we're good. Did I turn the strobes off? Yes, I did. I don't know why we were drifting there. Okay, well, we'll go to the assigned cargo ramp. It's not our cargo ramp. There's a FedEx ramp here, but this is a cargo ramp nonetheless, so for the sake of argument, we'll take that.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, request taxi to assigned cargo ramp.
FedEx 1010 Heavy, cargo dock 60, taxi via Victor 5, Victor Zulu.
Okay, yeah, we'll take whatever.
Cargo dock 60 via Victor 5, Victor Zulu, FedEx 1010 Heavy.
.60. Come on. At least we don't have far to taxi. Get her lined up here. Alright, looks good to me. Alright, parking brakes set. We don't have our APU on, but let's just go and hook up our ground power and go direct. Gonna set some chocks, request ground power. There we go. Now we can go up top. Got our ground power. And we can shut her down.
Southwest 2457, gate Charlie 40.
Alright, we can turn our fuel pumps off. Our anti-icing off. Turn our beacon off, our logo off. We'll leave our nav lights on. We can turn the signs off. We can turn our pumps off. good. Window heat off. Emergency lights off. Battery off. Main battery off. Utilities off. And there she is. We can call for some stairs to let us out. That wasn't a very good job of parking. What's the matter with my parking? Looks good to me. Oh well, I'm sure they'll get over it. Open the door. There we go, doors open. They're putting our stairs in place.
Southwest 2457, taxi for departure.
Southwest 2457, runway 1 right, taxi via
Request
Golf.
the boarding.
Charlie 1, hold short runway 10.
Runway 1,
Okay.
right taxi via Golf.
Well, that's
Charlie,
it.
Charlie 1. Hold short
Pretty
runway
smooth
10,
flight.
Southwest 2457.
She's gonna start the boarding now. We've got lifts coming through the fence. Oh, it is what it is. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys a look at the sim and show you, you know, how a high-end computer deals with Microsoft Flight Simulator. With all the add-ons that we use, we got it all going this time. Beyond ATC, all of it. Reshade, Auto FPS, GSX, traffic injection, yeah, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Are you guys using 2024? Do you prefer 2024 over 2020? You know, are you thinking of upgrading your systems? You know, what kind of systems are you running and settings are you running? It's just good to know. It helps everybody move forward in this hobby. Okay, well, we'll leave it there. As always, my friends, stay safe, and until next time, remember, keep the blue side up. We'll talk to you later.